Hello everyone and welcome back to another Disadvantage Count What If. Today we're going to be doing what if Jake was eliminated in episode 2 instead of James. Now I already did a certain one, but this was with Fiora instead of Jake, and I got some requests for this one, so we're going to do it. Alright, so let's just say jump right into it. Or a little early thanks for 1.3k because I am really close to it. And I just wanted to thank you all even before it happens. Alright, let's go. So, episode 3. With the change of Jake to James, if anything, I think James is more physically fit than Jake is, which makes me believe that the science team will still lose this challenge and that will not change. And so we will continue to go with how Lake is originally eliminated, as Jake being there, no, not James being there, isn't going to change that. Right. Episode 4. Now, I would say something about the fact that James is more physically fit for the Magenta team, but then I remember that Alec, he still throws the challenge for the yellow team after Miriam finds out about the Villains Alliance. Also, I saw this comment on my other video about Miriam not finding about the Villains Alliance. I really like that, and I'm probably going to do it, just so you know. But anyway, because of the fact he still throws the challenge, Miriam is still going to get voted out, just as normal. So nothing much has changed so far. Alright, episode 5. Now this is the thing. With James, do I think that he will be fast enough up with the bikes where he can give Fiore so much of a lead where she won't lose to the Cyan team? Now, I don't know. Fiore obviously was very slow, but I feel like there is a possibility. And partly because I want to make it a little changed up, I think I'm going to say he does. It's not going to be a lot, but I think it'll be like just Fiore makes it before Gabby does. So that means Cyan team go to elimination. Now, the thing is that later on in the episode, Tess is willing to go with Aiden and Tom. But because they've got this elimination, how many is it? 3 episodes before? I don't know if she's willing to do that yet. And so for that reason, I feel like they're going to vote out Aiden because they would have voted out Aiden if Lake didn't protest, and Tom's he's too good for the team, really. So Aiden gets eliminated from the Cyan team. Alright. So in episode 6, Yellow team, blows up the stage, and with James here and also now Hunter, that will not change either. They're still going to be the yellow team going to elimination, which means that Connor is still going to be getting eliminated. All right. So now we're on episode 7, which is the ball challenge. So with the ball challenge, obviously, originally Magenta go to elimination. Now, but I need with the team they have, I believe that's not going to happen this time. So I'm going to quickly be very quick on this. I'm going to see yellow team and their little ball techniques. They were very close. They were way in the lead, which means that the Cyan team would be the team that's getting eliminated here. And so, well, not eliminate, but you go to elimination. You know what I mean. And so, because of that, we've got a 2-2. Because I feel at this point, Tess has realized what Ellie's doing, and I think she's no longer really wanting to side with them. Even though it'll go in a tie, I do think she'll side with Tom. And so, I think Tom and Tess vote for Ellie, while Gabby and Ellie vote for Tom. And so I believe that in the tiebreaker, I would say that most likely Tom wins. Which, shame. I like Ali, but we keep going. Alright, episode 8. So, Rhea in the original is the first one to escape and win. Then Jake throws Aiden's thing away, so Jake makes it. or something. I can't remember what happened, but I know there's something along the lines of that. But without Jake, no. So I still think Rhea is going to be the first one out. Because now that Aiden and Jake are both not here, who do I think they'll put in? Probably like, I don't know. Like, let's say James and Tom or something. No, James and, yeah, something like that. James and Gabby, I'll say. And so, who do I think makes it out there first? I don't know, really. I couldn't really. It's tough to decide because it could be a mix. I don't really know. I'm just gonna say that the team that makes it is gonna be Cyan, just because they're only on 3. And so because of that, Magenta, they go to the first elimination. And obviously because Fiora's here, I probably have to pay attention to the fact that they'll be making it harder for them to win. So with this, with what we've got going, I believe Fiora's gonna be the one voted out here. And so we go to episode 9 just before merge with 4, 4, and 3. Anyway, episode 9. So obviously, this one is where Magenta wins. Ali and Ashley win on their own, with Jake, obviously. With James and Hunter, I believe they still win. So that does mean that Cyan and Yellow are still going to elimination. Now, this is the thing. Gabby, obviously, I think, still will want some form of revenge on Tess, but it was a little longer ago, so she may have given it up. It's 2 episodes, but I wouldn't say so actually. And so because of that, I think they'll still vote for Tess. I think so. Yeah, I wouldn't see why she wouldn't. And the villains have the numbers, even if they didn't. So Tess is eliminated. All right. So we go to episode 10, which is now merge. We got Yule, Rhea, Alec, Gret. So Yellow team hasn't changed at all. Magenta team now has James and Hunter. Cyan team gets rid of Aiden. And yeah, that's the change. So episode 10, in the paintball, we've got the villains on the left side. And then the big heroes, I would say. Well, actually, no, villain Gabby's there, I think now. So it is 5-5, and so I'm gonna say Alex still wins the. Yeah, Alex wins it originally. Yeah, he does. Alex still wins the paintball challenge. So they're gonna vote. So the tie. It's a tie, but I think at this point, um, James, Ashley, and Tom, I think they have a conversation about Hunter and Ali, about the fact that they probably do need to get rid of one of them. And when it comes physically winning merge challenge, they all know what Hunter did last season, and so they don't want him to be able to do that again. So I think they tell the villains that they're going to vote for Hunter, and obviously the villains aren't going to deny this, because they are able to get a strong threat and weaken the hero's numbers. Right, episode 11 is comebacks. Now, with the fact that Connor's eliminated in the same spot, I do believe that Connor is still going to be the one that comes back. No reason for that to change. The only reason that the comeback would change is if Rhea wasn't here, but obviously she is. So that just gives ample reasoning for Connor to come back. And also strengthens the hero's numbers a little while we're at it. Alright, there we go. Episode 12, again, Alec wins this challenge, and I believe that would still stay the same. Now, I think now that it's 5-5, would they be voting off Tom? Yes, I think the villains would still vote for Tom. Yeah. And I believe all the heroes are still going to vote together. James could maybe go with the villains, but just to keep it as it is, I'm going to say he goes with the heroes. On the villain side of things, who will the heroes vote for? I feel like they vote for Gabby really for no reason, but and saying the fact that 4 out of the 5 people swapping Jake with James all go for Gabby, even though I think it'd be smarter to go for Yule or Rhea, they still go for Gabby. So Tom obviously will still lose that tiebreaker to Gabby because, they wouldn't change the outcome of that challenge. All right, episode 13. So without Jake here, no one would actually win immunity, I don't think, which means anyone is up for voting. And something to add is that all the heroes are okay with each other. There's no tensions of any sort because I think everyone likes each other. Villains, they still have the numbers, but Yule and Gret and Gabby thing happens this episode, and I don't believe it's much with anything of the heroes doing, especially not Jake or something. So I feel like that will still happen, and Yule is still getting voted off in episode 13. So, episode 14. Alright, this is the TikTok challenges. Don't like it at all, but we'll move from that. I'm just going to take the first hero and villain and put them together. So, the teams would be Rhea and James, Ali and Alec, Ash and Gret, Gabby and Connor. Alright, so from this, I believe the team that is definitely safe is James and Rhea. Yeah, because Aiden and Rhea did well, and so James is pretty much Aiden in this. The team that I think is going to get the golden thing is probably going to be Ali and Alec. So that leaves Gret and Ashley and Gabby and Connor. And if I'm inclined to believe that Gabby still has that subconscious thing where she's trying to drop Gret's phone in the water, but just with Connor, she would still get eliminated here. Alright? So, yeah, that's 3 canon eliminations in a row, but from here, it's not going to be the same. First of all, let's put these guys back to where they were. There we go. 4-3 on the hero side. Weight off your shoulders. The winner of this challenge is probably going to be, well, obviously, it's between Ali and Jake in the end. And so I guess I just have to give it to Ali. But James or Ashley could easily win this, but I'm just going to give it to Ali so I don't have to go too far into the logistics of that kind of stuff. And so with that, I feel like they're definitely obviously going to take a shot at the heroes. There's no shot that, no villains, I mean, no shot that the villains make it out unscathed. Now, at this point, Connor and Rhea, they hate each other. No one likes Rhea here. And even though Alec and Gret aren't the best either, they're a little more, likable than Rhea is. So she's voted out in episode 15. Episode 16 is the where they do the puzzle, and changes here is that James and Ashley are both here. And I wouldn't say they're particularly known for their smarts, and for that reason I believe Gret is still going to get the immunity. And so that's the thing. We're on for 4-2. The heroes can take a shot at their own and would be able to get away with it. And I feel like, even though everyone likes James, I think they might be starting to get really worried about him, Ali, Ashley, and Connor. I think with Connor and Alec's relationship, Alec might ask Connor to try get them to vote for James because he's trying to stay in the game. And I think they do realize that he is a big threat. And so because of that, the vote goes 3. No, the vote would go probably 5-1. So James is eliminated. Episode 17 is the horse one. In the original, only Gret and Ali and Connor are actually here. I believe that obviously because Ashley is here, she's obviously going to win this challenge. So that means that they're going to take a shot at the villains this time. And I think, if I'm 100% honest, they're going to go. Now, this is the thing, right? In the last episode, the immunity idol was found and played on Connor Connor played on Jake to save Alec. So the immunity idol, I didn't say it in episode 16, I'm going to say still belongs to Connor because Gret is still trying to play both sides. And so because of that, they still kind of owe Gret for that. And so Alec is eliminated. Even without Connor's wishes, I think they still eliminate Alec. So, we're going into Final Four. Connor's got an immunity idol, and Grant, Ali, and Ashley are still here. Okay, so in this challenge, right, Ali was alright at it. Connor was terrible, but that was because of his foot, which didn't happen in the original. But, oh wait, 18 and 19 are the wrong way around. There we go. I'm gonna actually say that Grat wins this challenge, partly because she's the only kind of villain left, and partly because I do see that she'd be pretty good at this. Because even though Ali was alright, I don't think she was like top quality, and I would still see Gret being able to beat her. So that means that Ali, Ashley, and Connor, they're all up for elimination. Connor, I think, realizes that he has to play his immunity idol here. He isn't gonna quit like he does in the original, so that's good. He knows he plays his immunity idol, so pretty much Connor and Gret are both safe. So Ali and Ashley are both up for elimination. And so I think Connor actually goes to Gret asking on who he should vote for because of the fact that Gret is pretty much the reason that he is making it to the final three. And I believe out of the two of them, I think Gret would want to vote out Ashley. And Connor, even though he likes both Ali and Ashley, I think he'll be fine with this, and Ashley will get eliminated in fourth. If if it goes, we'll see. Maybe. All right, there we go. All right, yeah. So obviously, episode 19 is the motel challenge. They all get helpers. Although at this moment, we don't really know if the helpers do much. Although we know it's in a mine and a coliseum, I assume they'll just be mining for like diamonds or something. I don't see how much the helpers could actually do much. But if you want to know, helpers for Gret probably gonna be Yule just for the sake of it. Ali, I would say she gets like, I don't know, Hunter, and then Connor gets Rhea probably. And so in this, I don't know if there's elimination. There might be, there might not be. We don't have the episode out yet. But I'm going to say that there is, just for the sake of it, and that the eliminated contestant is going to be Ali. Now, maybe not, and it would be really bad if I jinx this to happen in the actual episode. But I just feel like between the other two, there's a bit more determination, especially for Gret, and I feel like Connor both have a lot of fight. Obviously, because Connor isn't injured, and because he got Rhea as his helper, he really needs to push. Same with Gret. And so, because of that, they both make it to the final. Now, in the final, it's a Colosseum duel thing, similar to what they do in Revenge of the Island. We don't know much about it other than they had swords and shields in the poster, so I have no way of going on what will actually happen, but I assume it'll be a fight. And when you look at the two of them, you would say most likely Connor would probably win. But I feel like what would happen in this scenario is that Connor kind of feels bad. He doesn't want to go full throttle on Gret because of how much Gret's actually helped him. And even though she's not really been much of a villain in this season, she'll use her villainous moment and she will, well, I don't say betray, but I think use this time to get Connor. And I think Connor will be completely fine with it and he'll be really appreciative and that. So no bad blood. But yeah, I think Gret would be the winner of this season if Jake was eliminated in episode 1 instead of James. And also, just to add, episode 16 for James instead of the episode 2 he usually got. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for 1.3k, and see you all later.